to Shooting the Shit with Rhonda and T. Tonight we are reviewing Power Book 4, of course, season 1, episode 4. But before we get started,
smash that thumbs up and subscribe to our channel.
Sorry, guys, he's into Minecraft. Don't interrupt his Minecraft.
I was like, oh, he's so excited to do it today.
Oh my goodness, yo! I got my blanket. I'm cold.
Sorry.
So
What difficulties? Well, hell, what is the degrees?
I don't know. Well, not really today, but I'm cold. Well, I have the heat turned down in the house anyway, and I forget to turn it up when I come home.
All right. So Tommy, we're gonna call this show Tommy. So Tommy.
Tommy.
Tommy opens with him and Gloria still getting it in. You know, they're thirsty and such, which is, I mean,
I'm getting sick of them getting it in. Yeah, I'm about sick of them already. I'm about sick of them getting it in already.
I think it's a wrap on that, I hope.
Yeah.
G Money and his homie, Jeremiah. I went and watched some Jeremiah videos and then I laughed so hard. Anyway. Every time I look at him now, I won't be able to get past it. But they meet up at the barbershop. I mean, they still discussing who's in power. We find out that G Money had a whole plan to go to college and have a life. But when Diamond got in trouble, he ended up taking over the organization. That's why he's so bitter. Understandably so. Like, he gave up his life dreams to take over the organization just for Diamond to come back and think he, back in.
I have an idea. Since Diamond is back, take your ass to college and let Diamond have it.
No, it's too late. I put in too much work on this shit already. Too late
Go
for all
back.
that. Ain't no going back.
You could be 100 years old and still go to college. Go to college. Now you got the money to do it and do what the hell you want to do.
I feel like little Jeremiah tried to go there and this dude snapped on him. So I'm just saying that's no longer an option.
But why dudes think that though? Like, come on now. Like, leave Chicago and go away. Go to college.
What would Jay-Z do? Since chicks always be like, what would Beyonce do? What would Jay-Z do?
Look, Jay-Z would have been on he ain't hustling no more. He on his business stuff. So I'm just saying.
He's still hustling. He just not slinging.
Legit hustle, you know?
Yeah.
He went and learned the business.
So, G Money's all still in a tizzy. JP's son came in. He's cute with all the little dreads all down his face.
I'm sick of them dreads in his face. I just want to
He
smack
just
that
won't
mess out of
move
his
it.
face.
He won't. I want him to.
Yeah. Just put it up in a ponytail.
Well, G Money puts him on a task to gather soldiers with some smart ones. So he said they're listed like all the folks that he know he could get on board that may possibly be smart. G Money like, don't worry about the details. You just get them in here and I'll take care of the rest. Tommy and Ileana meet up at Tommy's place to come up with a new plan. Tommy got to have a new plan every week. Jesus. So he comes up with this plan to take over the yard. I'm guessing the yard is like where trailers and things are parked. That's what it looks like a big parking lot full of trailers and things that go on the back of trucks. Eliana put a cross through that. Nope, you don't want to mess with them. Nobody seems to think this is a good idea except Tommy.
But Tommy ain't from there, so Tommy ain't listening. No, the ones who from there trying to tell Tommy, but Tommy act like he know better than everybody.
Act like they know he Tommy. They know just like he don't know them. They don't know him. So
yeah.
Well, he wants Eliana to follow Claudia, tag her. What is she about? Get the tea on Claudia, because him and Claudia had a little meetup, and I felt some sparks there. not the kind of sparks that happen between a man and a woman, you know.
No, like partnership spark.
Partnership sparks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Claudia is doing side business with some Spanish dude. She don't care what her daddy got to say. Claudia is rolling up and through these streets with some Latino dude and gave him a little taste of what she got going on. And apparently it's very good because he immediately wanted to do business with her. You know, they all know that. I feel like they all know that her father is not on board with that. But everybody's doing business different. And her father and them is the ones that's still trying to keep things, you know, the way they were. So he's down to do business with her. Tommy meets up with Diamond to apologize for that whole way the whole Flynn thing panned out. And, you know, he like, you ain't got to say sorry because he already knew. You know what I'm saying? He gave it a chance, but he knew what the outcome was going to be. So while they're sitting there talking, Vic rolls up. It's a whole meeting. It's going down. Vic rolled in and tells Diamond, besides all of that stuff that Uncle O'Reilly and his daddy said about him, you know, attacking the family, he doesn't believe that he did that. You know, he know that they wasn't moving like that. And, you know, Vic was in these streets, so he know that's probably not how that went down. Tommy don't give a damn. Tommy's not feeling this dude in this moment. He's like, yeah, you know, how long were you, you know, concocting that story on your way over here? Because in the, you know, in the midst of what is this, week 3, week 4, in the last 3 weeks, Tommy has had to come up with a new plan, and he's really stressed out because this plan was gonna be so good, and old Flynn messed it up. So now he, you know, got to figure out something else. So he's not feeling what Vic is putting down. Vic is like, he want to be done with the business. And they're like, so what is your father gonna say? Well, he doesn't have to know. And they both agree that secrets bring drama and drama brings problems. And yeah, that's how Tariq found his behind in trouble. Yeah. Keep the secrets from his people. And that's true. Like if you're gonna be on the team need to know what's going on or things gonna go left. And if you sneaking behind your father's back, that can only mean problems for everybody else on your team. Vic calls Diamond out and was like, do G-Money know you having this little meeting right here though? No, he doesn't. But that's different. So Ileana is following around Claudia, taking pictures of her at every little stop she makes. Seemed like she getting some good little footage videos and such. And O'Reilly meets up with his son at the same time somewhere downtown. So he got a homeless son. So we see O'Reilly walking down underneath the overpass where the bums be and found his son who, you know, I'm guessing there's going to be more to that story because he just gave this dude some money and rolled out. His
mama sent some food. He got a homeless son. He got a wife with a face like Ileana. Yeah. O'Reilly got some stuff going on.
Got some stuff going on, don't
he? Yeah.
So he low key with his. He handling his business solo because, you know, I guess to continue with the son. So Tommy, Diamond, and Vic meet up at the yard. They're following through with this plan. They got a big plan how they're going to take over the yard for whoever is already running the yard. And no sooner than they, you know, get there to have their meeting, Jeremiah calls Diamond, was like, yo, you know, Popo is on their way over. It is a bust. Y'all got to go. If that was on the police radio, that seems like a strange thing to put on the police radio.
You know, maybe it was like, but no. Well, they was chasing them. No. I also think like, you know, how they had like here's like the Flint police blotter, keeping the community informed.
I feel like when it's a bust down, like you're supposed to keep it a secret until you bust that shit down.
That's why they took us off the scanners here. They took us
Y'all
off.
knew too much of y'all.
They said the criminals was listening to the scanners, so they took us off. So we can't even do that no more.
Well, yeah, that's just what had happened. That's why Jeremiah was able to let this dude know that the cops were gonna come through. So when the cops come through, Detective Uncle Ruckus was one of the cops. So he saw Vic sitting in that car with Diamond and Tommy.
He kept on rolling too, because he ain't want to be in no more mess with Vic.
Well, this is the thing, like they bounce, and then they, split the scene, the three of them, and then park somewhere, and then Diamond tells them, like, Detective Ruckus, rolled up on me as soon as I got out of jail. And Vic is like, good thing he's on my payroll, because that could have went left. And Tommy is like, what the hell? Why you didn't tell me that before? And I'm like, what was he supposed to tell though? Like,
he's supposed to tell you that Uncle Ruckus was on his payroll?
No, Tommy said that to Diamond. Like, why you ain't say something before? And I was like, Uncle
Oh,
Ruckus
that he rolled up on him?
Yeah, why would he be telling him that? He doesn't, he's confused too. Like, okay, it ain't because of Vic, because Vic is pretty much like, well, good thing, he on the payroll. Like, Vic is pretty much down with Diamond at this point.
Because that really saved y'all having Vic with y'all. He would have pulled everybody.
Yeah. Tommy's mad. He's got to go back to the drawing board. The whole idea with the yard is that ain't gonna work.
They told you that wasn't gonna work.
I believe Tommy. He was told that already. Eliana said that, but how niggas got to go see first.
All right.
Tommy, you thought you was just going to roll in there and take over Chicago like that?
Come on now. We're talking about Shy
It is Chicago, Tommy.
You're right.
I mean, so Claudia is questioning the contact about the product. Like, she ready to get down. She rolling with some heavy hitters, and this girl is like unsure about whether or not she could supply the product. Now, this is a rink in the plan. You can't roll up on some people with a situation and then you can't supply them. That doesn't make sense. So Claudia asked her who cut it. And then the girl tried to take credit for cutting it. Claudia's like, let's don't start there, girl.
Yeah.
I don't think lying is where you want to start. So she went ahead and confessed to the fact that she had a chemist cutting her product, which I think.
And I thought it was gonna be Eliana for a minute. I was like, Eliana cutting everybody's product.
Cutting everybody's stuff. But this is some other stuff. This ain't just your regular.
Right. She got that tinky winky.
She got that glow in the dark. Right. Winky. Unicorn shit. So she admitted to having a pharmacist, and Claudia's pretty much like, I need to meet her, bring her in. So now the plug is getting a little uncomfortable with how much Claudia is taking over. I don't know why. She had to know who she was dealing with. She's, girl. So after Diamond and them leave the little situation at the yard, Vic wants to go have a drink with Tommy at the bar where Gloria works. Was he really trying to put Gloria on the spot like that? Or like, what? Nigga. Who was he trying to put on the spot?
I guess he was trying to find out what was what. I
feel like the conversation was actually necessary, because now that they are in business together, that's definitely not going to work. We ain't gonna be able to do that like that.
Right.
So,
right.
It was definitely. I'm not even mad at him by how he handled it. He was like, "You want to come in and have a drink?" And Tommy was like, "Nah, I'm not doing that." So.
Right.
So Vic put it out there, like, I know you hooking up with her, and Tommy was like, I'm hooking up with her, and you still like want to do business with me. But they both agree, bros before hoes. Let's get this money, because Gloria is definitely not more important than the green.
And he didn't act a fool. He was just like, look, we going through something right now. So, It is what it is. He ain't say nothing bad about her or, that's my girl. He was just like, we going through, we ain't
We
together
on the
right.
break. We gonna get this. We gonna
Yeah.
figure this out. Or are you
Yeah.
playing? Because we all know you're playing. You don't love Gloria. That's not what that is.
Yeah.
I have to say, like, it's funny when the season first started, and I was like, "Ooh, Diamond." Now I don't feel that way anymore.
And I like him.
I feel like I understand where G Money is coming from more than Diamond. And Diamond, I'm tired. I just don't understand. Like, are you a good guy or not? Like, I need him to figure out what the hell he's doing. Like, you going from I'm not that man anymore to being a full-blown coke dealer with Tommy. So what?
You say you're not that man, but you've been that man ever since you stepped out that bad.
You fought for the seat.
You've not been that man.
You physically fought for the chair of the leader. And you out here letting Tommy run you over to the yard where y'all already knew that was a stupid idea. So that's why G Money confronted his brother, like, why is you in the yard with this white boy Tommy? Like, you over here doing all kinds of stupid shit. That's a bad idea. That's going backwards. Diamond thinks it's a good move. And he like, if homeboy Jeremiah over here hadn't told you the cops was coming, you would be back in jail right now. And Jeremiah was like, those are facts. That
is fact. That is fact.
Jeremiah, G Money wants him to choose. Like, are you dealing with Tommy or me? Like, what is it gonna be? Whew. I feel like in this moment he chose G. As he should. I mean, you just met Tommy the other day.
Right. And this boy that gave up his whole life, like you said, you better choose him. He made sure you even had your little barbershop.
Right. So go cut some hair.
Or you ain't cut shit.
Be a coach at the box at the ring. Like, I don't understand what's happening. You don't even really look like you can move real quick if you needed to get, hop over a fence or something. You just don't look that agile. He's a big dude. Papa Flynn confronts Vic about being in the yard. Everybody know that they was at the yard. Not only were they told not to go to the yard, everybody knows they were there. So this dude gets home and his daddy mad and he trying to stun him, stupid ass. He's so like degrading to his children. Like, he act like he want Vic to be his predecessor, but he keeps, reminding him that you don't get it unless I give it to you. But you're stupid. Like, I don't like Papa Flynn either. And Vic threw his glass to the floor and put his foot down, and his daddy stomped right on it. And whatever point he was trying to make got completely smushed by his father. And he brought up Gloria, like, he keep making it known to his father, like, this is what I want. Like, regardless to what you saying, because she didn't have to be any part of that conversation. They was talking about why he didn't go, why was he having his behind down at the yard?
And much respect. Like, I look at him totally different. I was like, he really do want to be with that girl.
I like him better too. Like, in the beginning, I was like, who is this, like, raggedy, rude mouth little punk? But now I don't feel the same way. I'm not feeling Claudia. I don't, so far I'm not feeling Claudia. She's a little ruthless like her father. She can't be trusted. I don't feel like. Tommy Wynn told Gloria like he gonna have to chill at another bar because business is business and y'all got a thing going on and
right.
That's just gonna make things complicated and there's no point in doing that. So I was like, look how they manhandled that situation. And
I feel like Tommy could tell that the old boy really do.
It's a real thing.
Yeah. And he know Tommy like, I ain't liking you like that. Like, so if he really loving you like that, like, I'm gonna step off because I ain't getting in the middle of that.
Because we about to do this business and it just don't even make sense for me to be causing trouble where I ain't even trying to stay.
And your booty ain't nowhere as big as Lala. So,
I feel like what's the name got a better chance. not necessarily with a romantic relationship, but her and Tommy about to be tight.
Ileana.
Ileana, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that relationship is gonna be one that's important to him, not not on some get some booty vibe though.
Right.
So when Tommy leaves the bar, he runs into Flynn on the way out. Flynn talking about, keep my son out of your bullshit. Or if you don't, I'm gonna send the heavy hitters down on you. In that accident. Tommy said, I ain't got your boy in no kind of bullshit. He doing this all on his own, and I might be bringing his ass up if you really think about it.
Did he come to the bar to see Tommy, or is he coming to the bar to harass old girl and Tommy happy to be there?
Probably. I feel like he just killing, a couple birds because he's still mad. He got something to say to her because her son said that, because his son said that. Tommy happened to be there, so, he figured he had to say something to him too. I don't know why he bothers. Tommy always says something smart. Like, I don't know why you think what you're saying is going to have any type of effect on him.
Right.
So back at Ileana's house, she's done following old girl around, but guess who's coming to dinner? The serfs and caught up with her ass. And now Ileana is at that crib fighting niggas again. This time two. That girl got more fighting her than a little bit.
I knew they was coming back. Why did you think they weren't coming back for their drugs?
I still don't believe her.
Of all people?
I still don't believe her. She trying to act like she didn't know. I don't believe that.
She knew something ain't right with that.
She knew something is not right. She's leaving something out of the story.
Yeah.
Tommy meets up with JP at the grandma's house. So he meets his father. His father is kind of a feisty young man. It's like giving Tommy a hard time just to make sure he ain't gonna bring no mess into his son's life.
I mean, he is Kate's son, so I mean,
right. I think he low-key feels like it's cool he has a brother, but Kate is horrible, so her son probably is horrible too, and and his son is a good dude. So Detective Ruckus has the nerve to pull Vic over for questioning him about being in the yard. I don't know what that was about. Does he forget who's paying him?
I don't know. He got a lot of nerve. He got a lot of nerve. I don't like him.
Vic was like, why are you talking? You should have been the one that tipped me off about it. And I was like,
that part.
Yeah, that's your job. You probably should have been the one to tell him that is what you get paid for. Why are we paying you? And I think that's pretty much the message that Vic, left for him. Why exactly am I paying you? You got a lot of stuff you need to take care of. And if you don't step it up like real quick, fast, and in a hurry, you won't be getting no more envelopes for you.
Take them, Vic. You don't need them. He already telling you. He arresting you and your men arrested and everything. He ain't stopping nothing.
What good is he? What good is he? And you going to tell my daddy. Like, I know that's why he know I was at the yard. Like, who are you reporting to? Me or him?
Mm-hmm.
Ileana's still at the crib catching a beat down. Like, they just beating this girl and torturing her. They're just gonna burn her face with a cigar and
right in her eye. I was like, don't do that.
Yeah, to get her to talk. Well, she was like, okay, I'll tell you where the drugs are. And she texts like a SOS to Tommy. And at the end of the text, she gave him like the address where he was supposed to meet them. And she said for him to bring Ghost, which he knew then that, I was like, ooh, that was really smart, Ileana.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, if you live in that life, you better have a few tricks up your sleeve or you're going to be asked out. The servers have Ileana in a black car. They sitting under like an underpass waiting on her connect. And Tommy comes through, guns blazing. It was two in the front seat. He took both of them out. No, he took out one, she took out another. It was a stab going on, and what a mess.
On and pop.
He was like, you jacked the serves. You had to know they was coming back after you. Like, what the heck? And she's like, I didn't know. It was them.
She knew.
I didn't catch the accent. Girl, you real smart. I'm not buying that. So they pushed the car in the water as to get rid of the evidence. And I was like, they just be leaving dead bodies like everywhere. Is it like that? Like the cops just be finding dead bodies around and nobody.
I was just sitting up there wondering, like, when they did that, I was sitting up there like, I wonder how many dead bodies is floating around in Lake Michigan up there in Chicago.
A lot, probably, according to this episode. So Tommy needs to hide Eliana now because, of what's going on with the Serbs. He got to handle that. So now this has completely sidetracked him from what, figuring out a plan, because now he got to take care of this situation. So he takes her over to the barbershop and tells Diamond, like, I need to find somebody, keep an eye on her. And leave her with they leave her with G Money. And her and G Money already have a past. So, they sit there in that room where he's keeping her and they argue for fun. They seem to enjoy, going back and forth with one another. That's what she does, though. Every conversation Eliana has had with anyone has been pretty much a very snarky back and forth. That's just how she communicates. Tommy and Diamond are on a walk, and Tommy explains his relationship to Eliana because, first he's like, are you fucking her or what? What's up with that? And so then he explains that relationship. No, that ain't what that is. And Diamond is giving Tommy the tea on the Chicago Serbs. And so Tommy's plan is, okay, so since we can't have the yard, he wants to take over the whole pipeline that the Serbs have running through Chicago. That sounds like a huge order, Tommy. I'm just saying. Diamond is like, you open that can of worms. There ain't no putting the can top back on it. I know I owe you one, but this ain't the where I'm going to pay you back. I'm going to have to go ahead and say it's a no for me.
Finally.
That's why I
Tommy
said,
gonna get your ass killed.
He chose G Money. He was like, nah, nigga, we not doing that. Last time
not the Serbs.
The Serbs, are you crazy?
Right.
And they really don't give a darn about he's gonna be dead. They ain't asking him no kinds of questions. He's just a convict. So you were right, little homie over here shooting up his dad's club again, or at least he wants to. He's mad. He's mad because
I told you who that was. I told you.
He don't even know. He don't even know him. He doesn't even recognize him. So
because he was a baby.
He is right, but he doesn't know who his son is. And it could be too because he has a dreadlock in his face and nobody can see what he really looks like.
I mean, for real.
So G Money over here getting high on his own supply.
That ain't good.
That's never good. He asked Eliana, does she want some? She says she don't mess with nothing she ain't cut. I said, I know that's right, girl. She go back and forth with him about her money because she said, remember he owed her $8,000 from, and she told him if he paid her money, he could touch the scar because he's very fascinated. He thinks that scar is dope as hell. Everybody does.
I was going to say that.
Everybody that comes across her is really infatuated with that scar. So he gave her money and she let him touch it. Ew. And, Tommy had to text her to let's go. So Claudia meets up with the chemist to let her know that basically, just to skip through all the formalities, you work for me now. Whatever you had did shady to change numbers and try to get your product past the FDA, yeah, we got all that paperwork. So what you're gonna do now is cut this unicorn coke. You're hired. The lady was like, what are my options? You have none. This is what you're gonna be doing. You're my personal chemist. So Tommy meets up with the Serbs, and they know each other. He brought them their cocaine back.
Tommy been bringing everybody their drugs back, ain't he?
He's just returned everything. He's made money, but he hasn't technically had to sell any drugs that he had any part of. He, he got paid for a roll around and he gave all his money to his brothers. So he brought them their coat back. The head lady in charge, she was like, that's cute and everything, but she still wants to kill Ileana. So he's like, no, that's not an option. She's mad because 2 of her men been killed based on, some mess Ileana and, actually was it 2? No, it's 4. There's 4 of them had been killed because she killed 1 and there were 3 in the car. So, she wants some payback. That ain't gonna happen. So what had happened was while she was talking all that smack, Vic came through and shot 2, 3 more of her dudes. And so now, now she's 6 niggas down and Tommy killed her. Cause that's what you gotta do. Like you can't be leaving.
We can't leave nobody. He already told you that. Tommy don't leave nobody alive.
No, we're not ghosts.
Ghost.
She brought up New York, and that was his reason for taking her out.
Yeah.
So, and he took the coat back. So he brought the coat, killed the folks, took the coat back with him. So now him and that's so funny because when they were in the diner, it was these 2 old men running the diner, and he had brought Tommy some cookies, and Vic was like, "I'm gonna just eat one of his cookies," and he was like, "Oh hell no, you ain't." So when Vic came through and shot them Serbs, he was like, "No, that's how you earn your cookies." So everyone, they on Vic and Tommy are.
I like Vic and Tommy together.
I don't know where that puts Diamond. But
back in the barbershop cutting hair, dude. So,
we'll see next week. That's all I got for you, Diamond. That's it. Like
that's all that's it.
Yeah. He can't keep up. Vic is already disowned his daddy, both of them, Vic and his sister. They out here running these streets and their daddy running around, don't know what the hell is going on.
I mean, they daddy's sick. He might as well just chop it off.
Let it go.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Yeah.
So Tommy ends with him and Ileana looking up. They love to look over that Chicago skyline. Like that's how the show opened. That's how the show closed. You looking over the Chicago skyline. And she let him know, she said, yeah, a storm is coming. She meant like literally. And he said, oh, it's already here. And he means, yeah, but I mean, he talking about them Serbs in that situation that he has just created.
You're right.
But it wasn't that the plan for he went over there? That was the plan.
That was the plan, but
there's some consequences because
it was either gonna be you or them.
Not the top dude. She was not the top. She was the person before the top. Because we already know who had the schedule. That was Diamond that had the schedule. Diamond, that's what your job can be. You can be Tommy's little snitch, and you can just find out what's going on in the street and keep him abreast of what's going on. Because we can't risk you going back in jail. And your brother ain't got your back. Y'all got some situations over there that you need to deal with. So
where y'all mama at?
Church, probably.
Over there with Ross, Mom.
She probably at church. Talking about how her boys are good boys. So that's it, y'all. And before we say goodbye and all that good stuff,
smash that thumbs up button, subscribe to our channel.
Peace.
Bye.